What's up, everybody? Ryan Chapman, Carson Field here at Loves Field for Sooners on SI as Oklahoma just blew through the Norman Regional. 3 games, 3 run roll victories, 1 over Boston U, 2 over Cal and Carson. The offense, we saw it got going in that SEC semifinal game against Arkansas. They carried that over in a big way this weekend.
Oh, they absolutely did. The bats were swinging. It was a little bit of small ball, and Patty Gasso loves the small ball. She talked about that yesterday in the win against Cal, but today it was a lot of the long ball. Cassidy Pickering leading where she left off yesterday, a big home run. Ilana Agbayani, excuse me there. That's a tongue twister. But a lot of just big offense from top to bottom of the order, especially in this regional final game today. Oklahoma looked the part. They looked like the 4-time defending national champions. But it wasn't just the batters, also some really good pitching. Only 2 runs allowed from OU in this regional. What did you see out of Sam Landry, the other pitchers that came in?
Yeah, can't forget, too, Ella Parker just went absolutely
yes, she
bonkers.
Did.
What, 285, I think, on the track. But, yeah, in the circle, we saw for the first time this year, Sam Landry pitch in back-to-back days, all 3 starts, but it wasn't even bothersome by any means. She only pitched 34 pitches on Friday against Boston, and it was a trio of 3-inning outings. Oklahoma smashed Cal yesterday, and then again today, 3 innings, 3 in, 3 out, pretty easy. Patty Gasso joked with Sam Landry that the only thing she's going to regret from the weekend is one error that cost Oklahoma the 1 run that Cal scored today. But other than that, she was calm, cool, collected, and from there, that allowed everybody else to get in. Kirsten Deal got in on Friday. Audrey Lowry got in on Saturday. You got to see Isabella Smith and Peyton Monticelli, which if you've watched enough Patty Gasso press conferences, if you've followed that team enough, Patty's really big on. She needs everybody to feel this atmosphere, feel that feeling, a bunch of 4,000-plus fans rocking and rolling, all that. So everyone got in, got to feel that, and that sets up really, really nicely for next weekend, whether you have to throw Kirsten Deal or Audrey Lowry or whoever. At least everybody's gotten in, got everything rocking. Carson, your first trip out here, the Supers, it levels up, obviously, but what'd you feel out of this atmosphere here for regional play?
It was a great introduction to OU softball, first time covering this team in person, and it did not disappoint. The fan support was incredible, especially with this basketball team. Not going to mention their name, but they are playing right now in going to the conference finals, but really good atmosphere here. Patty Gasso, obviously a legend in this sport. Great atmosphere. It's going to be even bigger, I think, for the Supers, though.
Yeah, it'll ramp up. We don't know quite yet if it's going to be the Thursday, Friday, Saturday like last year against Florida State, or if it'll be your traditional Friday, Saturday, Sunday if game. But it'll be the winner of the Tuscaloosa Regional. It'll be either Alabama or Virginia Tech. They were kind of pushed back into a weather delay, so that game has not started by the time that we were closed down shop here. But if it's Virginia Tech, first time those 2 teams have gotten together this year. If it's Alabama, it would be a chance for Oklahoma to avenge one of their 3 series defeats as they lost to Alabama out in Tuscaloosa. It was the Vandegrift walk-off there in that crucial. That was the Saturday, Sunday, Monday series that Oklahoma had this year. And there's plenty of history between Oklahoma, Alabama, Patty Gasso, Pat Murphy. So I'm sure if Alabama and Oklahoma are rumbling, there's a solid chance that'll be on Thursday. But as soon as we know, you'll be able to head over to Sooners on SI, OaklandSoonersOnSI.com. Find all that. But for Carson, for me, myself, Ryan Chapman, we'll be back here next weekend for Supers. Keep it locked in here for all your softball coverage on Sooners on SI.